And this one evil boss said, if his boss is number one and he is number two, what does that make you? And I was trying to think of another bodily function right at the moment, but nothing came to mind. So I just laughed and went home. So years from now, when a historian is X-raying this painting, like, that will ever happen, he'll find all these curious artifacts in it.
Hiding a discovery like this, just so your magazine can make a profit, is all wrong. Unbelievable.
What's it mean?
It looks impossible.
So in journalism school, they talk about ethics and being fair. That's a bunch of horseshit. It's these people that run media outlets are going to take every means that they can to impress their viewpoint on you. So, when you're sitting in a meeting and somebody said, there's a story about guns, and they all hate guns, but they can't do something that's just, fair. With some research, no, the head person has to look at, just like make an arbitrary comment, like, why would anybody want a gun? Well, what the fuck are you doing running a fucking newspaper if that's your attitude? That's, I can, and if, then everybody just lines up like sheep, because one, they want to keep their evil boss happy. You perpetuate this evilness and keep the paycheck coming in, Man. And this other evil boss was getting his shoe shined once at this, conference we were together at. And he gets done and he looks at me and says, Betcher, give this guy $1. So he asked me to tip the shoe shine boy. Like, what the fuck was that all about? Yes, master. I mean, how are you supposed to feel about a guy? Well, I just laugh. I just thought it was absurd, but, you kind of hate in the back of your head, you hate to let things like that go, because there's something going on in there that's not any good. Even though it's pretty funny, I think. It's got to have some humor.
This animal belongs to me, and I can do what I want with it.
And then there's always doing something that's out of the box, right? Well, you go to these conferences and they tell you, like, oh, we want quality, and we want out of the box thinking. Well, no, they don't. Because then when you think out of the box, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? They hate that. And then, well, if you win an award or get a pat on the back from somebody else, you wouldn't even hear about it, because they're like, well, nobody gives up on what's in their head at any moment in their lifetime. They can't step back and go, oh, geez, I was wrong about that, and good job, you opened my eyes. Man, you'd take a big person to do that. You're not going to get that from an evil boss.
Taking them so long. If those monsters keep destroying everything, what will happen to us? There isn't any way we can possibly stop those monsters.
After attacking the Nikko area, the two monsters have changed their course and are now headed south towards Tokyo along Route 11. All residents in the area have been ordered to evacuate their homes immediately.
I found the people that are most at ease with evil bosses are people that have a military background. They served their country for 4 years. you know, they've learned just to laugh these guys off, and they know that things will change. So they don't take it at all serious. Oh, and the other thing I learned from these guys is that when the evil boss asks you to do something, you just go, oh, sure, yeah, great idea, I'll get right on that. And then you don't do anything because you know they're insane and you're not going to let it drag you down. So I vote for that. I vote for just like smiling and saying, I always took it all very personally. Like, man, oh yeah, you need this, you need that. Oh, man, how am I going to do that inside of my budget? And oh my God. And then there's all the things that you put on yourself, which are like, you know, because you have values and want to do a good job. And that's enough pressure, frankly, to have to deal with all this crap that these other people pass down because, well, hey, I got to justify my position. It's like a dog pissing on a pole. You know, which dog can piss the highest on the pole wins. Evil bosses are just going to burn in hell. That's all there is to it. I know that will make everybody watching this video feel better. That I think that will happen. But you got to have confidence. Have confidence in the future of your evil boss.
It's all over. I guess we were just being too selfish. You have to think of other people, too. I'd forgotten about that.
That's right. The price was very high. But the Goppa made me realize there's more to life than ambition.
What are you looking at? Get back to work. You're wasting company time. You're so fired.